Jana Vallabha Girivarada Girivarada Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivarada Jaya Girivarada Jaya Girivarada Jaya Girivarada Jaya Torantana Vraja Janarantana Yatoran Vraja Janarantana Yasodantana Vraja Janarantana Yasodan Yamunatira Vanachariyam Yamunatira Vanachariyam Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Hari Nitai Gaura Hari Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Devam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajaracharya Stottrasa Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Devam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajaracharya Stottrasa Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास तव की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद की श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम की मथुरा धाम की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की श्री श्री निताई गौर सुंदर की श्री श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की श्री श्री राधा माधव की श्री कृष्ण भगवान की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 5, Text 15, Translation and Purport by the Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki. नारायण परा वेदा देव नारायणाङ्गजा नारायण परा लोका नारायण परामकाः नारायण परा वेदा देव नारायणाङ्गजाः नारायण परा लोका नारायण परामकाः नारायण परा वेदा देवा नारायणाङ्गजाः नारायण परा लोका नारायण परामकाः. Translation: the Vedic literatures are made by and are meant for the Supreme Lord. The demigods are also meant for serving the Lord as parts of his body. The different planets are also meant for the sake of the Lord, and different sacrifices are performed just to please Him. Purport: according to the Vedanta Sutra, Shastra Yoditva, the Supreme Lord is the author of all revealed scriptures, and all revealed scriptures are for knowing the Supreme Lord. Veda means knowledge that leads to the Lord. The Vedas are made just to revive the forgotten consciousness of the conditioned souls. And any literature not meant for reviving God consciousness is rejected at once by the Narayana Para devotees. Such deluding books of knowledge, not having Narayana as their aim, are not at all knowledge, but are the playgrounds for crows who are interested in the projected refuse of the world. Any book of knowledge, science, or art must lead to the knowledge of Narayana, otherwise, it must be rejected. That is the way of advancement of knowledge. The supreme worshipable deity is Narayana. The demigods are recommended secondarily for worship in relation to Narayana because the demigods are assisting hands in the management of the universal affairs, as the officers of a kingdom are respected due to their relation to the king. The demigods are worshipped due to their relation to the Lord. Without the Lord's relation, worship of the demigods is unauthorized, avidipurvakam, just as it is improper to water the leaves and branches of a tree without watering its root. Therefore, the demigods are also dependent on Narayana. The lokas or different planets are attractive because they have different varieties of life and bliss partially representing the Sachidananda Vigraha. Everyone wants the eternal life of bliss and knowledge. In the material world, such an eternal life of bliss and knowledge is progressively realized in the upper planets. But after reaching there, one is inclined to achieve further progress along the path back to Godhead. Duration of life with a proportionate quantity of bliss and knowledge may be increased from one planet to another. One can increase the duration of life to thousands and hundreds of thousands of years in different planets, but nowhere is there eternal life. But one who can reach the highest planet, that of Brahma, can aspire to reach the planets in the spiritual sky, where life is eternal. Therefore, the progressive journey from one planet to another culminates in reaching the supreme planet of the Lord, Madhama, where life is eternal and full of bliss and knowledge. All different kinds of sacrifice are performed just to satisfy Lord Narayana with a view to reach him. And the best sacrifice recommended in this age of Kali is Sankirtana Yajna, the mainstay of the devotional service of a Narayana Para devotee. Om Tat Sat. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Vishnupadaya Krishnaprasthaya Bhutale Srimade Jayapataka Swami Dinamini Namacharya Paraya Nitai Grava Pradayini Gauragada Damadaya Nagaragramadariye Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhudale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Vinamini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desadarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So here it's mentioned that uh, Narayana, of course, Narayana is as per Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, one of the important Acharya in the Sampradaya, is saying that the word Narayana, it applies first to Krishna only. And Narayana is borrowing this name from Krishna. Because Lord Brahma is confirming this in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. When Krishna, as a cowherd boy, when he stole all the calves and the boys, and sorry, Brahma when he stole the calves and boys, and Krishna expanded himself as boys and calves. In that Leela, finally, when Brahma understood that his mystic potency didn't work in front of Krishna, because Krishna was playing as usual with his boyfriends and the calves. So when Brahma returned from his plan in Satyaloka, and he saw that Krishna is playing as usual. So again, when Brahma went back to Satyaloka and saw all the boys and calves, they were sleeping, completely captured by the mystic potency of Lord Brahma. Again, he came down, he saw Krishna is playing. So this actually bewildered Brahma, this incident. So Brahma is the supermost intelligent person in the entire Jagat. So immediately he understood that this boy, Krishna, is not some ordinary boy, the Supreme Lord. He is my master. And Acharyas are saying that that particular moment only, Lord Brahma glorified Krishna with Brahma Samhita, very famous Vedic hymns. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recovered that Brahma Samhita in um, Tiruvattar, Adikesava Perumal. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited that temple, he found out this Brahma Samhita and gave it to uh, his disciple, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. In this way only, Gaudiya Vaishnavas are following Brahma Samhita. So in that prayer, very lengthy prayer, and Brahma is saying, because Krishna is showing all the boys and calves as four-handed form of Lord Narayana. And Brahma immediately understood this mistake. Uh, this is actually something you have to notice seriously. Even though Brahma he was situated in the very high post, but one can easily identify himself with the designations. It is possible. When we deal with the material world, varieties of material designations will be attached. We will become attached to that. And in the process, we may identify us with the designations. That is the trick of Maya. This actually, Brahma also, he was not the exception. So Brahma thought that I am Srishtikarta, what is this young boy, what he can do. So finally he understood. No, I am playing with the fire. He is not some ordinary boy. Then Krishna showed his all these boys and camps are my expansions, my transcendental expansions. So Brahma immediately asked forgiveness in the form of prayers. And it's mentioned in the scriptures that Brahma was The tears were flowing from his 8 eyes, because he was having 4 heads. So from his 8 eyes, tears were flowing. And in that prayer, Brahma is glorifying Krishna. You are my father. And Krishna, he laughed. Uh, he said, no, 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 I am not your father. Your father is Narayana. Very sweet exchange between Krishna, the Supreme Lord, and with his child, Brahma. Brahma also is a child of Krishna. Krishna is the father. So, Brahma told, you are my father. But Krishna said, no, no, I am not your father. Your father is Narayana. I am just ordinary cowherd boy, loitering here and there, uh, tending the cows. I'm not your father. I'm simple boy, village boy. Then Krishna, Brahma told, oh Krishna, already you put me in the confusion. I underwent all this bewilderment. On top of that, your words are more bewildering me. And Brahma, he gave a very big explanation. It is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Very big, lengthy explanation he gave. He said, to me, Mula Narayana. To me, Mula Narayana. Ah, Mula Narayana means you are the source of Narayana. Mula means source. You are the source of Narayana. And so, Narayana, the word Narayana applies first to you only, Krishna, because you are the source of Narayana. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also is saying, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also is saying that uh, all the names of the demigods are borrowed from Krishna only. Because Krishna is the source, is the source of everything. Agam sarvasya prabhavo, matta sarvam pravartare, srimatva bhajante ma, buddhava samanditaha. See, when Krishna is speaking these words now, these slokas contain heavy weightage. We may memorize these slokas, but we may not understand the weightage of this sloka. Agam sarvasya prabhu. I am the source of all material and spiritual worlds. Everything emanates from me only. The spiritual world also is coming from Krishna. Idi matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Very nice. Uh, One who understands this, one who is intelligent, will understand this, that Krishna is the source of everything. He is the source of material spiritual worlds. Then in a humble mood, because normally in the material world, uh, when we are under the strong grip of false ego, we will think that I am great. This tendency will always come for all of us, because that itself is a proof that we are under the grip of false ego. Because we easily identify ourselves with the designations. But these designations are not for us. We are only spirit soul, we are servant of Krishna. All these material designations are not belonging to us. But we will forget. That is the influence of Rajas and Tamas. And Maya influences with Rajoguna and Tamoguna. We will forget. We will forget our original identification, and we will embrace all the false identification. Then in this way our pride is increasing. Uh, But idi matva bhajante ma Buddha bhava samanvita. Buddha means who is intelligent. As per Bhagavad Gita, as per Krishna, who is intelligent? Buddha bhava samanvita. One who understands that Krishna is the source of all material and spiritual worlds. Everything comes from him only. When we understand this perfectly, then he is called intelligent. It is not the question of possessing many, many degrees. Um, one may claim that I am a greatly intelligent person. No, that is as per the material calculation. But as per the scriptures, when we understand Krishna is the Supreme Lord, He is the source. Nothing will act without Krishna's sanction. Tena vina trinamavi nacholavi. Even a blade of grass will not move without Krishna's sanction. Even grass, small, insignificant grass, the tip of the grass also will not move without Krishna's sanction. That's what scripture is saying. When we understand this now with full heart, that is called Grananti. That's called Grananti. Grananti will not manifest so easily. Grananti means accepting to the heart. One is theory-wise understanding. That happens through our intelligence. Because intelligence has got the five functions. Correct apprehension, disapprehension, doubt, memory, and sleep. These five functions are intelligence is doing these functions. So one can study scriptures and he can correct apprehension, he can understand. But it is again as for intelligence only. But the faith, that is called Granati. Granati means whatever we study from the scriptures, huh, that person, if he has 100% faith on that knowledge, that is called conviction. That is called Grunanti, as per Sanskrit terms. Uh, he is only intelligent. He is called Buddha, Buddha Bhava. That conviction, no, it will not manifest so easily. It will not come so easily. Conviction. When we are convinced fully that Krishna is the only source, He is the supreme enjoyer, He is the source of all material spiritual world. When we are convinced, then there is no confusion in our day-to-day dealings. So, what is happening now? When we read scriptures, we are actually separating our original consciousness and we study through intelligence alone. This is the trick, minus trick. The original consciousness is there with the Atma. That we will keep it separately. And we will learn it through our intelligence alone. Then conviction will not come. Krishna, he will reveal himself to the devotee, one who is fully convinced. Grunanti, one who has reached the stage of Grunanti. To that person only Krishna will reciprocate. Loving reciprocation he will do with that devotee. That is why Krishna is not visible to everyone. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavritaka mudoyam nabijanadi lokomam ajamabhyayam. See, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying mudoyam. Mudas. Mudas means fools. We are only. Mudoyam nabijanadi. Nabijanadi means he cannot understand. With full faith, understanding with intelligence, it is one thing. That is, actually, we will not have faith on that information. But understanding with full faith, he is intelligent. So, Buddha means he may even study scriptures, but he will not have faith. wait on that information. He is also called Mula. Suppose. So Nabijanadi, he cannot understand. Lokoma ajab avyayam. Nice. Ajab means I am unborn. Krishna is unborn. Ajab. Again and again for us this question will come. Because we are actually always settled in the logical platform. Rajoguna, one of the symptom of Rajoguna is it will produce logic. Logic. Material intelligence will always produce logic. So immediately we will ask this question. How in this material world everybody is taking birth because of father and mother only. So how to understand this? Krishna is saying, I am unborn. That is why we cannot capture or we cannot comprehend the transcendental subject matters with our material intelligence. How much ever we try, we are trying very hard. The scientists are also, they are trying very hard to capture the transcendental subjects with their brain. They are thinking that I am so great, my intelligence is so great. They are thinking that is actually that perception is created by Maya. I am so great. That perception is created by Maya. But we are not great because we have forgotten. Prabhupada is writing here. We have forgotten the Vedas are made just to revive the forgotten consciousness of the conditioned souls. For this purpose only Vedas are made. Veda Vyasa, he wrote scriptures, Vedas, 108 Puranas, 108, Upanishads, 18 Puranas, and finally Mahabharata. All these things, why Veda Vyasa wrote? The purpose is, this is the purpose. To revive the forgotten consciousness of the conditioned souls. What is this forgotten consciousness? That means we are not dealing in this material world with our original consciousness. It looks like from this statement we can derive this meaning. To revive the forgotten consciousness of the conditioned soul. Yes, we are all dealing in this material world with the forgotten, with the illusory consciousness. We have forgotten the original consciousness. Even studying scriptures also, we will keep away the original consciousness and we will study. Exactly like studying in the academic, the college, many degrees we are studying. We are not using our original consciousness. Correct or not? We are not using our original consciousness. Original consciousness means I am spirit soul, I am servant of Krishna. I belong to Krishna. That is original consciousness. We are not using for our material studies. In the same way, we may study even Vedic literatures also without using our original consciousness. It is possible. Then when we study like that, then we will only gather knowledge. We will not have faith on that knowledge. So that is why Vedas, the purpose of the Vedas is to revive our original consciousness. We are always dealing in this material world with the reflected consciousness only. Many times we discussed this point. With the illusory consciousness only we are dealing. Repeatedly we are dealing in the material world with that consciousness only. So that is why when we read scriptures, when we read Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, at least we will be reminded about our original consciousness repeatedly. In this way, gradually we will progress towards the original consciousness. Morning we were discussing in the Bhagavatam class. Advancement, spiritual advancement is measured to the degree we are devoid of false ego. To what extent we are freed from the influence of reflected consciousness. To that extent only, he is advanced spiritually. It is not a question of gathering knowledge from the scriptures alone. That is good. Something is better than nothing. Okay, the outside world, people are not reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Okay, compared to that, it is okay. Studying Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. But it is not the goal. Goal is to only when we connect our original consciousness with Krishna, then only we will develop relationship with the Lord. We will develop affection, devotion for Krishna. Then only Jiva will derive spiritual bliss. So far is writing. The spiritual world, it is actually Sachidananda Vigraha. Krishna is having this form, transcendental form, Sat Chit Ananda. Sat, permanent form, Chit, fully knowledgeable, full of knowledge, and Ananda, full of spiritual bliss. So this form only Krishna is having. And the spiritual world in Vaikuntha, in Goloka Vrindavana also, it is made up of Satchidananda only. That is why there is no destruction for Vaikuntha. It is made up of Satchidananda. So material world is completely opposite to that. Our body is not Satchidananda. Right? It's not Satchidananda. It is Asat, Achit, Nirananda. Opposite, completely opposite. This is Asat. That is Sat. Sat means permanent. This is Asat. So this material body is Asat, is temporary. And Achit. Achit means full of forgetfulness. This body is full of forgetfulness. That is why normally devotees, while honoring Prasadam, they will chant this mantra. Sarira, Avidya Jal, Jada Indriya, Dageka. Sarira, Avidya Jal. This Sarira, this body, it is Jal means net. It is a web of illusion. Avidya Jal, the network of illusion. This body is like that. And Jiva is trapped inside this body, which is full of web of illusion, network of illusion. So, but Krishna is always is Sachidananda. And the spiritual world also is full of Sachidananda. That is why we cannot understand with our material intelligence. We can theory wise we can learn. And after that, they have to practice. They have to practice. Real practice we have to do. Morning we were discussing. Real practice, the bhakti we have to do. And Krishna will reveal himself proportionate to our practice. So here, Srila Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Narayana Para Veda. Prabhupada is writing here, Veda means knowledge. Veda means knowledge. All knowledge in this material world, no? Whatever knowledge we know, everything is derived from Vedas only. Already all those knowledges are there in Vedas, in Vedic literatures. Nothing we can newly create, new type of knowledge we cannot create. It's already there. We are giving different names only. Right? So Veda means knowledge. And in Vedic literatures, how many mantras are there? How many slokas are there? Nobody can say. It's vast, very vast. Nobody can say in the Atharva Veda or Rig Veda how many slokas are there. Nobody can say. Very vast literature. Veda Vyasa wrote specifically for our, because Kali Yuga people are actually, they don't have this strong inclination towards spiritual life. That is why Veda Vyasa, he took this straight. of writing everything so that it will be available for all of us permanently. We can read and at least theory-wise understand. First thing is we should understand theory-wise the truths about the Supreme Lord. Ah, after that, we should practice. When we practice, then Krishna will be pleased with our practice. Because when we practice, Krishna is watching. Krishna is watching. Okay, very good. He is having some faith on my teachings. So that is why he is practicing. So Krishna is pleased with our practice. If he is pleased, then he will reveal himself. So Krishna, he can reveal only by his causeless mercy. We cannot capture Krishna with our scholarship, with our erudite scholarship in the scriptures. No, it is not possible. We cannot capture. Even Brahma was not able to comprehend who is this boy, Govinda. Who is this boy? He was also bewildered. So it is not possible to understand Krishna with our scholarship, with our brain. But repeatedly we are trying again and again. No, I am a very intelligent person. I can understand. Repeatedly we will fail. So that is why I was saying that this logic is produced by Rajas. So lokoma ajam abjayam. Abjayam means inexhaustible. Krishna is beyond limit. He himself is saying about himself. He is revealing the information or truths to all of us out of his mercy. Inexhaustible. Krishna is beyond our imagination. So, Mudoyam Navijanadi. The Mudas cannot understand that I am inexhaustible, that I am unborn. That is why people are thinking that Krishna is also he is a heroic person. Like a heroic person, like that they are thinking. Krishna also takes birth. Like that, people are foolishly thinking like that. But Krishna already mentioned this, Mudoyam, only fools will understand that I am, they cannot understand that I am unborn and I am inexhaustible. Why? Because Krishna is covered by Yogamaya potency, transcendental potency. Krishna is covered by the Yogamaya potency. So we cannot see with our eyes. We cannot understand with our material brain. It's all matter only. Right? We are having material body only. Eyes, intelligence, false ego, mind, senses, everything is material only. Only soul is transcendental. Soul is spiritual. But the spirit soul, that is why it is called spirit soul. Soul is spiritual. But it is locked inside it is encaged inside the material body. Full of ignorance. Body is full of ignorance only. So, but we are trying with our material senses or material faculties, we are trying to understand Krishna. Who is Krishna? How to understand? No, it is not possible. Because he is covered by Yogamaya potency. We are all covered by Mahamaya potency. Mahamaya potency means Krishna's external energy. We are strongly under the grip of Mahamaya potency only. We are not freed from Mahamaya potency even a second. Even a second. We left Krishna and fell inside this material world, and crores of janmas we are loitering. We are undergoing repeated birth and deaths, this material world. But Vaishnava Acharyas are saying that even a second we have not come out of the grip of Mahamaya. Even a second. That means we are always under the grip of Mahamaya. Because as soon as we come out of Mahamaya, immediately we will be under the jurisdiction of Yogamaya, Krishna's transcendental potency. Then we will see Krishna. We can see Krishna. When we come under the jurisdiction of Yogamaya, then we can see Krishna. So we are not able to see, because Nama Prakasha Sarvasya. Krishna himself has mentioned that I will not reveal myself to everyone. I am covered by Yogamaya potency. Whoever is doing, whoever is first studying all these teachings and practicing sincerely, then Krishna will proportionately he will reveal. That is his free will. Krishna is supremely independent. If he wants, he can reveal. Otherwise, we have to simply practice it. Ah. So all the Vedas are meant for understanding Krishna only. Narayana, Paraveda. Yes, 18 Puranas, 108 Upanishads, 4 Vedas, Mahabharata, vast literatures. After studying all those Vedic literatures, what conclusion we should arrive? What type of conclusion we should reach? We should understand that by studying all the Vedas, we should understand Krishna. We should understand Krishna is a Supreme Lord. For that purpose only, one has to study scriptures. Krishna is saying in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Veda is to survive, Ahameva Vedyo. Vedanta Krit, Vedavid, Evachaham. Veda is to survive. Survive means all types of Vedas. Why one has to study all types of Vedas? What is the purpose? Aham eva vedyo. Very clearly Krishna says. To understand me only. Aham. Aham means Krishna. Certainly aham eva vedyo. Certainly to understand Krishna only. So if you study Vedas with a different purpose, that means he is cheated by Maya. Even while studying Vedas also, one can be cheated. One can be cheated by Maya. They are called Vedavadaradas. Vedavadaradas means they will study all the Vedic literatures, they will memorize all the slokas, but they will not have faith on Krishna. They will not have devotion for Krishna. They are called Vedavadaradas. Simply, kara, 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 they will repeat, but no devotion for the Lord. Normally, this academic, even I heard that Vedic study, it is some degree also is there. Vedic literatures, degree also is there. Yes, one can pass 3 years, 4 years, one can study and they can get a degree also. He may be expert in pronouncing the mantras. They are called Vedavadaras. They will not have devotion. Devotion will not manifest so easily. That is tough. Jiva has to give up the enjoyment tendency, and only he can proceed towards Krishna. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada's guru, is saying that without giving up the enjoying mentality, transcendental platform can never be attained. Transcendental platform means beyond the 3 modes. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. We are always under, we are not even touching Sattva. We are always under Rajas and Tamas only. When we come under the influence of Sattva, at least Vedic knowledge will be predominant. Spiritual knowledge will be predominant within us. So we are not even touching Sattva. Majority people are under Rajas and Tamas. So, transcendental means beyond the modes. Beyond the modes. Krishna is situated in that platform. So if you want to understand Krishna, we should also raise to the transcendental state, then only we can understand. We should be freed from the influence of modes. So that Krishna only can do that, provided we should please the Lord by our practice. So Narayana, Paraveda. So Agameva Vedyo. Why? Because Krishna is saying Vedanta Krit. I only compiled the entire Vedic literature. Yes, Krishna only compiled. As Vyasadeva, he only compiled the Vedic literatures. And Veda Vyasa is incarnation of Krishna. Vedavit, Vedavit means I am the knower of Vedas. Krishna is the knower of all the Vedas. That is why he was able to write. Somebody is writing or compiling means he should have thorough knowledge, then only he can write. So Vedavyasa wrote all the Vedic literatures means Vedavit, he knows. He is the knower of all the Vedas. So this is the purpose of studying scriptures. Finally, to come to the conclusion that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He is the source of everything. He is the supreme enjoyer, and I should simply surrender it to him. This is the conclusion. If we are not coming to this conclusion, that means we are missing the goal. We are cheated by Maya. Even while in the process of reading, we are getting cheated. So this is the meaning of Narayana Paraveda. So already I mentioned that Narayana means here it refers to Krishna. This word refers to Krishna because the word Narayana first it applies to Krishna only, as per Lord Brahma. Then Narayana, Deva Narayanangajaha. The Narayanangajaha. Right. The Deva means demigods. They are Angajaha. They are assisting. They are assisting hands of Lord Narayana. Assisting hands of Krishna. So Devas and demigods also, they cannot act independently without Krishna. They are meant for assisting Krishna. That's what Sukadeva Goswami is saying. So if anyone worships demigods independent of Krishna, then he is called Pashandi, Chapashandi, Bhaved Dhruvam. Pashandi means he is an atheist. Scripture is actually strongly condemning. Atheist means we will think that one who is not believing God. But as per the more the deep explanation of the scriptures, if anyone is believing that the demigods are also equal to Krishna, he is called an atheist. I am not saying scripture is saying. Ashandi. Because demigods are not equal to Krishna. Ekale Ishvara Krishna Ara Sabha Vritya. There is only one controller. Ekale Ishvara Krishna. Krishna only is the supreme controller. Ara Sabha Vritya. Sabha means all other demigods. 33 crore demigods. I was discussing in some other class when demigods and demons, when they requested the Supreme Lord, Krishna or Nectar, then Krishna gave this advice, okay, you people, always you are fighting. 33 crore demigods and the demons, they're always fighting, but you should now join your hands and churn the Mandala mountain in the milk ocean. Then you will get nectar. So Krishna gave this advice. So just to get nectar, demigods and demons, they temporarily forgot their enmity and they tried to lift Mandara mountain. See, this one incident is proving that demigods are subordinates to Krishna. They cannot act independently. This is proved in this particular Leela. 33 crore demigods and lots of asuras, they all joined and tried to lift the Mandara mountain. Mandara mountain, Prabhupada is writing in the 8th canto. Mandara mountain is golden mountain. Golden mountain. And Prabhupada is writing in the purport. Gold is very heavy. Compared to rock, gold is more weight. Is having more weight. The golden mountain, Mandara mountain, they tried very hard. They couldn't lift. And all 33 crore demigods and demons, they got smashed underneath the Mandara mountain. They all died actually. In that process, everybody lost their lives under the Mandara mountain. They were squeezed by Mandara mountain. So, see, 33 crore demigods and demons, they couldn't jointly lift the Mandara mountain. And Krishna came. The 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is mentioned. Krishna came and he saw, okay, all 33 crore demigods and the demons, they all died under the Mandara mountain. Then immediately just remembered Garuda. Garuda immediately appeared. Krishna, he need not do very all extra works and all he did not do. It's simply by his desire everything can happen. Icha, by his desire is enough. So as soon as he remembered Garuda, immediately Garuda Dev came. Krishna effortlessly, single-handedly, effortlessly lifted Mandara mountain, and kept it on top of Garuda. See, this is the proof. All 33 crore demigods and demons, they couldn't lift Mandara mountain, but Krishna single-handedly lifted. Without any, effortlessly he did that. And Garuda also, he was able to carry Mandara mountain single-handedly. How? Because Garuda, he got the blessings of the Supreme Lord. With the blessings of the Supreme Lord, he was able to carry single-handedly Mandara mountain, and he went and dropped the Mandara mountain inside his milk ocean. Then Krishna, he didn't give any instruction. He just saw Garuda. Garuda Dev is so surrendered devotee. They are having a Garuda deity there. Small Garuda deity there. So Garuda Dev is so surrendered to Krishna. As soon as Krishna saw Garuda Dev, immediately Garuda Dev understood. Okay, my master, he wants me to vacate the place. Reason is, next Vasubi snake is going to come. Vasubi snake, no. If Garuda, if you see the Vasubi snake, immediately you will catch that and you will eat. So Krishna, he desired that Garuda should vacate the place. He didn't give instruction, simply he saw Garuda Dev left immediately. After that, what Krishna did know, with his affectionate glance, glanced at all these 33 crore demigods and the demons, all actually lost their lives. Right? Krishna affectionately saw them. Simply by his affectionate glance, they all got back their life. They got up. From this incident, you can understand Deva Narayanam Gajaha. All the demigods are subordinates to Krishna, subordinates to the Supreme Lord. Deva Narayanam Gajaha. Angajaham, they are assisting hands. They cannot do anything like Krishna. Like Krishna, they cannot operate. Under the supervision of Krishna, only demigods are operating. We are getting rain and summer season, winter season, cold season, everything we are getting. All these things demigods are doing under the supervision of Krishna. The order of Krishna they are doing. So that is why demigods, when they face any troubles from the Asura, immediately they will surrender to Krishna. They will pray to Krishna and request for deliverance from the sufferings. So repeatedly, that type of incident is happening, and demigods will turn towards Krishna. So from this incident, you can learn that demigods are subordinates only. They are not in the Supreme Lord. But the people, because they don't have this philosophy, they don't understand this philosophy, they're thinking that I can worship demigods independently. So they are called actually atheists, ascendists. So that is why we have to study Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad. At least theory-wise, first we should understand. Then only practice is correct. Narayana Paraloka. Narayana Paraloka means different planets. Varieties of planets are there. All those planets are for the sake of the Lord only. Krishna only created. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Yes. Many planets are there. And in each planet, one Ishvara, one controller is there. But Krishna is Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is saying, Krishna is saying in the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I am the supreme controller of all the controllers of the different planets. So that is why all the planets are for the sake of the Lord only, are meant for serving Krishna only. So this is the meaning of Narayana Paraloka. Why Krishna created all these planets? That's a good question. Why he created? The reason is because the jivas, spirit souls, they wanted to enjoy matter without Krishna. They desire like that. So Krishna is facilitating all those jivas and actually keeping them in different planets. According to their enjoyment tendency, they are situated in different planets. So Krishna is facilitating. Okay, somebody wants to promote themselves to the Swarga. For that, they will do all types of pious activities in this material world. Krishna is allowing them. Okay, you want to go to Swarga? I will allow you. You can go to Swarga. You can do this. In Vedic literature, there is a place called Darsha Paurnamasi. Darsha Paurnamasi means when we do this particular ritual, then we can be promoted to a particular planet, higher planets. In Vedas it is written. So some people are there, they will follow all the Vedic rituals. So that after death I will go to Swarga. But again, that is also a material desire. Buddha Bhava means an intelligent person, he will not desire anything apart from Krishna. He will desire, I want to go back to Krishna. My father and mother, I want to go back to Krishna. I want to go back to Krishna's planet. That is the pure spiritual desire. That one can have. Other than this, if you want to accomplish something inside this material world or going up to even heaven also, it's all considered as a material desire only. It's a sophisticated material desire. So some people, they will actually very systematically follow all the Vedic rituals so that I can be promoted to the heavenly planets. Why? So Krishna is facilitating, okay, this particular jiva is having this desire to occupy heavenly planets and enjoy all sensual pleasures. So he's having that particular desire. Krishna is facilitating. Okay, you can go to that. Because he's a father now. He is accommodating all the children's desire, he is accommodating. So Krishna has created all these planets for our sake because we want to enjoy. But as per the scripture, all these lokas, no, the residents of all these lokas, they should serve the Supreme Lord. That is the ultimate goal. And last line, with this I will finish. Narayana para makaha. Maka means sacrifices. Different types of sacrifices are there. Fire sacrifice. Yes. All those fire sacrifices are meant for pleasing the Supreme Lord. That is why in the Veda there is a phrase, Yajno vai Vishnu. Yajno vai Vishnu means Yajna. Yajna means fire sacrifice. Yajna is meant to please Krishna. That is why Krishna is called Yajneshwara. In Vishnu Sahasranama also there is a sloka. Yajnagrit, Yajnabhut, Yajni, Yajnandagrit. Manna Mannadayevacha. Very nice sloka in Vishnu Sahasranama. Yajna book. Yajna book means he is the enjoyer of Vedic sacrifices, fire sacrifices. And he is a performer. Yajna he is a performer of fire sacrifice. So he is called Yajneshwara. He is called Yajneshwara. So Vedas, that is why Bhoktara Yajna Tapasa. He is the ultimate beneficiary of all the fire sacrifices. That is why devotees, they will also do fire sacrifice for the pleasure of the Lord only, not for deriving some material benefits. But in the material world, everybody is doing that homa, this homa, they will do. Ayush homa, so that I will live long life. And Navgraha homa, to remove all the inauspicious signs. So for different material purposes, people are doing yajnas. But the ultimate purpose is to please the Supreme Lord Krishna. So if we come to this conclusion, then he is called intelligent. First we should study, after that we should practice this. When we practice more and more, then our faith will increase. Faith will increase. Faith on the Supreme Lord will increase. So it depends upon our faith on Krishna. A devotee is actually measured, whether he is in the highest grade or in the Madhyama grade or in the Kanistha, lower level, according to the faith on Krishna. So more and more when we practice these teachings, our faith will increase. So faith is the measurement. So faith, devotion, all these things are interlinked, it cannot be separated. So this particular sloka, it is very strongly saying that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and everybody are his subordinates only. Okay, thank you. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Gaura Premanandi.
Hare Krishna. Anybody have any questions? And comment. உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது கருத்துக்கள் கேள்விகள் ஏதாவது இருந்தாலும் தமிழில் தொடங்கி ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. முக்கியமான அறிவிப்புகள் அதனால ஒரு 2 days நாமெல்லாம் அறிந்தது போல வருடம் டிஸ்கவுண்ட் கோவில்